golden age of English theatre, Shakespeare dominates. But just after his era, another pair took centre stage, Beaumont and Fletcher. Their names became a brand, synonymous with wit, romance and high drama, so much so that for a time their plays outshone even Shakespeare's. Their partnership was a phenomenon, capturing the public's imagination for both the quality of their work and the seamlessness of their collaboration. Two minds, one creative force. This was something new and exciting. We'll pull back the curtain on these well-bred, university-educated gentlemen who chose the theatre over more conventional paths. We'll visit the lively Mermaid tavern, where their friendship and creative synergy flourished. Their story is about more than plays. It's about the power of friendship and the magic of collaboration. Step back to Jacobean London, where two brilliant young men found each other and created something extraordinary. This is the story of Beaumont and Fletcher, the inseparable playwrights who, for a glittering moment, ruled the English stage. Francis Beaumont was born into privilege at Gracedew Priory, Leicestershire, in 1584. His father, a respected judge, set him on a path of learning and public service, not the theatre. At 13, Beaumont attended Oxford, absorbing classical learning that would later shape his plays. This education gave his writing polish and intellectual weight, setting him apart from contemporaries like Shakespeare. After his father's death, Beaumont entered the Inner Temple in London, destined for law. But the Inns of Court were cultural hubs, alive with poetry, masques and theatre. Beaumont was drawn to the stage, not the courtroom. He began writing poetry, quickly earning a reputation for literary talent. The world of law lost its grip as the magnetic pull of London's theatre scene proved irresistible. Beaumont, the judge's son, was about to trade law books for scripts. His privileged background and classical training would soon help redefine English drama. The stage, not the bench, would become his true calling, and so Beaumont stepped into the world that would make him famous. John Fletcher, born in 1579, was the son of Richard Fletcher, a bishop and royal chaplain. Raised in a household of books and courtly intrigue, Fletcher received a top-tier education at Cambridge at age 12. His future seemed destined for the church or court, but fate intervened. His father's sudden fall from grace and death left the family in debt, closing traditional doors. Fletcher needed to earn a living, and his talent with words led him to the theatre. London's playhouses were hungry for new voices, and Fletcher's wit and sophistication quickly made him a standout. He brought a courtly sensibility and fast-paced dialogue to the stage, drawing on his upbringing. The clergyman's son found his pulpit not in the church, but in the bustling world of London theatre. By the early 1600s, Fletcher was making his mark as a playwright. His background and education would soon merge with Beaumont's in a legendary partnership. Together, they would change the face of English drama. To understand Beaumont and Fletcher's meeting, picture the legendary Mermaid Tavern, a smoky, raucous hub for London's literary elite. Here, poets and playwrights gathered to drink, debate, and dazzle with their wit. Ben Jonson, the formidable playwright, presided over this circle, mentoring a group known as the Sons of Ben. The Mermaid was a crucible for creativity, where aspiring writers sharpened their craft through fierce intellectual sparring. Acceptance into this circle meant you'd arrived in the literary world. Both Beaumont and Fletcher, educated and ambitious, gravitated to this vibrant scene. The Mermaid was their natural habitat, a place to learn, connect, and be seen. Amidst the laughter and argument, their paths inevitably crossed. Under Jonson's watchful eye, the seeds of their partnership were sown. In this hothouse of wit and words, a legendary collaboration was about to begin. Beaumont and Fletcher's meeting was no accident. They moved in the same circles and shared the same literary haunts. Both admired Ben Jonson and were recognized for their refined, courtly wit. Their similar backgrounds and sensibilities drew them together, forming an immediate and deep friendship. In an age of rivalries, they found not a competitor but a kindred spirit. Their bond was so close it became the talk of London living together, sharing everything, even inspiring colourful gossip. This friendship blurred the lines between personal and professional, fueling a creative partnership unlike any other. They anticipated each other's thoughts, completed each other's lines, and blended their styles seamlessly. Even today, scholars struggle to untangle who wrote what. Their friendship was the engine of their creativity, the foundation of the Beaumont and Fletcher legend. Beaumont and Fletcher's partnership was deeper than any before an exclusive 5-year creative workshop. Living together near the theatres, they brainstormed plots, hammered out dialogue, and merged their talents into a single voice. Traditionally, Beaumont was seen as the master plotter, Fletcher the master of dialogue, but their process was far more organic. They acted out scenes, revised each other's drafts, and argued over lines, creating a new, unified style. Their chosen genre was tragicomedy, blending high stakes with moments of comedy and surprise. Plays like and became smash hits, thrilling audiences with chivalrous heroes, virtuous heroines, and dramatic twists. Their formula was sophisticated, elegant, and perfectly suited to the upscale Blackfriars Theatre. The result, a new dramatic voice that captivated London. Their collaboration set a new standard for English theatre. Beaumont and Fletcher's plays marked a shift in taste, lighter, more romantic, and overtly entertaining than the tragedies of Shakespeare and Jonson. Their brand promised intricate plots, aristocratic settings, and breathtaking reversals of fortune. They favoured dramatic, artificial scenarios designed for maximum emotional impact and surprise. Their characters were paragons of virtue and honour, more idealised than psychologically complex. This was a deliberate choice, celebrating a refined, romanticised vision of aristocratic life. Their tragicomedies became the new standard, influencing every aspiring playwright for decades. Fletcher, after Shakespeare's retirement, became the principal playwright for the King's Men, cementing their style as dominant. The Beaumont and Fletcher formula defined English theatre until the Puritans closed the playhouses in 1642. The partnership ended around 1613 when Beaumont married and retired from the stage. He died young in 1616, the same year as Shakespeare, leaving behind a remarkable legacy. Fletcher continued, becoming chief playwright for the King's Men and collaborating with others. But the shadow of his partnership with Beaumont lingered. Their style remained dominant and their names inseparable in the public mind. The 1647 folio collected their works under both names, even including plays Fletcher wrote alone. The Beaumont and Fletcher brand was too strong to break, representing an entire era and style. Their joint identity was cemented for posterity, symbolizing the sophisticated, romantic, and witty theatre of their time. Their impact was so profound that their names became shorthand for Jacobean and Caroline drama. Even after their deaths, their influence shaped English theatre for generations. Their story is a testament to the enduring power of creative partnership. Together they left a legacy that outlasted their brief, brilliant collaboration. For over a century, Beaumont and Fletcher's plays were performed more often than Shakespeare's, seen as the pinnacle of dramatic art. They perfected tragicomedy, blending suspense, wit, and happy endings, a formula that still echoes in modern genres. Their plays debated love, honour, and friendship, offering a glamorous, escapist vision of the world. They proved theatre could be both intellectually stimulating and wonderfully entertaining. Above all, their story is about the power of collaboration, two minds creating something greater together. Their friendship fueled a creative fire that illuminated English drama. Though their plays are less performed today, their joint name endures as a symbol of partnership and a glittering era. Beaumont and Fletcher, kings of the London stage and legends of English theatre.
Hey there! If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to stay updated with all my latest content, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update.